Long before the modern kingdom of Saudi Arabia emerged, the Arabian Peninsula was a vibrant mosaic of cultures and ancient civilizations. This land, with its vast deserts and rugged mountains, was home to a myriad of peoples who left behind a rich tapestry of history and heritage. Trade routes crisscrossed the desert, connecting the east and the west. These routes were the lifelines of ancient commerce, facilitating the exchange of goods, ideas, and cultures. Caravans laden with spices, incense, and silks traversed these routes. These caravans were not just traders, they were the bearers of civilization, carrying with them the knowledge and traditions of distant lands. They journeyed from the Mediterranean to the Far East, braving the harsh desert conditions and forging connections that spanned continents. These journeys fostered cultural exchange and brought prosperity to the region. The bustling trade hubs became melting pots of different cultures, languages, and traditions. Ancient cities like Madain Saleh, with its impressive Nabatean tombs, stand as testaments to this rich history. These cities were not just centers of trade, but also of learning and culture. These structures offer a glimpse into the architectural prowess and artistic sensibilities of their time. The intricate carvings and grand designs reflect a society that valued beauty and craftsmanship. The incense trade, in particular, left an indelible mark on Arabian history. This trade was not just about commerce, it was about connecting with the divine and the sacred. Frankincense and myrrh, highly prized in the ancient world, flowed through Arabia. These aromatic resins were more valuable than gold and were used in temples and palaces across the ancient world. These aromatic resins were sought after for religious ceremonies, perfumes, and medicinal purposes. They were believed to have healing properties and were integral to the spiritual practices of many ancient cultures. Their trade brought wealth and influence to the region. The prosperity from the incense trade allowed for the flourishing of arts, science, and architecture. It connected Arabia to distant empires like Egypt, Rome, and Persia. These connections facilitated not just trade, but also the exchange of knowledge, technology, and culture. The ancient Arabians developed complex social structures and traditions. Their society was organized into tribes, each with its own customs and governance. Poetry and storytelling flourished, preserving their history and values. These oral traditions were the lifeblood of their culture, passing down wisdom and knowledge through generations. These oral traditions, passed down through generations, provide valuable insights into their beliefs, customs, and way of life. They tell the stories of heroes, battles, and the everyday life of the people. They paint a vivid picture of a society deeply connected to its land and heritage. The land was not just a place to live, but a source of identity and pride for the ancient Arabians. In the 7th century CE, a profound spiritual transformation swept across the Arabian Peninsula. This transformation originated in the city of Mecca with the Prophet Muhammad. He received revelations that formed the basis of Islam. This new monotheistic faith would reshape the course of history. Muhammad's message emphasized the oneness of God, Allah, and the importance of submission to his will. It called for social justice, compassion, and unity among people. His teachings resonated deeply with the people of Mecca. They gradually gained acceptance, challenging the existing social order. Islam spread rapidly beyond Mecca and Medina, attracting followers from various tribes. The Prophet's message transcended tribal boundaries. It fostered a sense of community based on shared faith and values. This unity proved instrumental in overcoming traditional rivalries and conflicts. The rise of Islam had a profound impact on the Arabian Peninsula. It led to the unification of the Arab tribes under the banner of Islam. This newfound unity paved the way for the establishment of the first Islamic caliphate. It marked the beginning of a new era in Arabian history. Centuries after the advent of Islam, a new power emerged in the Arabian Peninsula, a region known for its vast deserts and rich history. This power was not just a fleeting force, but one that would shape the future of the entire region. This power was the Al Saud family, a name that would become synonymous with leadership and resilience. In the central region of Najd, they established a power base in the town of Diriyah in the 18th century. Diriyah, with its strategic location and fortified structures, became the heart of their burgeoning empire. This marked the beginning of their rise to prominence, a journey that would be filled with both triumphs and tribulations. The Al Saud forged a crucial alliance with a religious scholar named Muhammad ibn Abd al-Wahhab. This partnership was not merely political but deeply rooted in a shared vision for the future. This alliance proved pivotal in their quest for unification, as it combined military might with religious fervor. Ibn Abd al-Wahhab advocated for a return to the pure teachings of Islam as he interpreted them. His call for reform resonated with many who sought a return to what they believed were the true principles of their faith. His teachings, known as Wahhabism, gained considerable influence, attracting followers from various parts of the peninsula. Together, the Al Saud and the followers of Wahhabism embarked on a campaign to unify the disparate tribes of the Arabian Peninsula. This was no small feat, as the region was fragmented and rife with tribal conflicts. Their efforts led to the establishment of the first Saudi state, a significant milestone in the history of the region. This state, though relatively short-lived, laid the groundwork for the modern Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. It was a testament to the vision and determination of the Al Saud family. The first Saudi state faced numerous challenges, both internal and external. Internal strife and external threats constantly tested their resolve. The Ottomans, who viewed the Saudis as a threat to their regional dominance, launched military campaigns to subdue them. These campaigns were fierce and relentless. Despite these challenges, the Al Saud demonstrated resilience. Their leaders showed remarkable tenacity and strategic acumen in the face of adversity. They continued to exert influence even after the fall of the first Saudi state. Their legacy endured, setting the stage for the eventual establishment of the modern Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, a nation that continues to play a pivotal role on the global stage. In the early 20th century, a discovery of immense significance would forever alter the destiny of Saudi Arabia oil. This black gold, hidden beneath the vast desert sands, was about to change the course of history for the kingdom. The barren landscapes, once only known for their harsh conditions and nomadic tribes, were on the brink of a transformation that no one could have predicted. In 1938, vast reserves of oil were discovered in the eastern province of Al-Hassa. This monumental discovery was the result of years of exploration and perseverance by geologists and engineers who believed in the potential of the region. The first successful well, known as Dammam No. 7, marked the beginning of a new era for Saudi Arabia. This discovery transformed Saudi Arabia from a sparsely populated desert kingdom into a global energy powerhouse. The once quiet and isolated region quickly became a hub of activity, with oil rigs and refineries sprouting up across the landscape. The influx of wealth from oil exports fueled rapid development and modernization, reshaping the country's infrastructure and economy. The discovery of oil brought unprecedented wealth and modernization to Saudi Arabia. The kingdom, which had previously relied on agriculture and trade, now had the financial resources to invest in large-scale projects and initiatives. This newfound wealth allowed for the construction of modern cities, advanced transportation networks, and state-of-the-art facilities. The country quickly became the world's largest oil exporter. Massive oil tankers began to transport Saudi oil to markets around the globe, establishing the kingdom as a key player in the international energy market. The revenue generated from these exports provided the financial backbone for the country's ambitious development plans. Its oil revenues fueled rapid economic growth and development. The government invested heavily in infrastructure projects, building roads, bridges, and airports to connect the kingdom's various regions. This period of rapid growth also saw the rise of new industries and the diversification of the economy beyond oil. Infrastructure projects, social programs, and modernization efforts transformed the kingdom. The government launched initiatives to improve education, healthcare, and social services, ensuring that the benefits of oil wealth were felt by all citizens. Modern infrastructure replaced traditional structures, and the kingdom's skyline began to change dramatically. The influx of oil wealth had a profound impact on Saudi society. Traditional ways of life began to evolve as people moved from rural areas to urban centers in search of new opportunities. The kingdom's social fabric was reshaped by the introduction of modern conveniences and technologies, leading to a higher standard of living for many. It led to improved living standards, increased access to education and healthcare, and the development of modern cities. Riyadh and Jeddah, once modest towns, grew into bustling metropolises with world-class amenities. The government prioritized education, building schools and universities to equip the next generation with the skills needed for a modern economy. The traditional nomadic lifestyle of the Bedouin gradually gave way to a more settled, urbanized way of life. As the kingdom modernized, many Bedouins transitioned from their ancestral desert homes to new urban environments, blending their rich cultural heritage with the conveniences of modern living. The oil boom also attracted foreign investment and expertise. International oil companies flocked to Saudi Arabia, bringing with them advanced technologies and knowledge. This collaboration between Saudi and foreign experts played a crucial role in developing the kingdom's oil industry and other sectors. This influx of knowledge and technology contributed to the development of Saudi Arabia's oil industry and other sectors. The kingdom became a center for innovation and technological advancement, with Saudi engineers and scientists working alongside their international counterparts to push the boundaries of what was possible. The country's strategic importance in the global energy market grew exponentially. Saudi Arabia's vast oil reserves and production capacity made it a key player in global energy discussions and negotiations. The kingdom's representatives became influential voices in international forums, shaping the future of the energy industry. It became a key player on the world stage. Saudi Arabia's leaders were now prominent figures in global politics and economics, leveraging the kingdom's oil wealth to build alliances and influence international policies. The discovery of oil had not only transformed the kingdom internally, but had also elevated its status on the world stage, making it a pivotal player in the global arena. King Abdulaziz, often known as Ibn Saud, is the founder of modern Saudi Arabia. His reign, beginning in 1932, marked the unification of the various tribes and regions into one cohesive nation. Through strategic alliances and a vision for modernization, he laid the foundation for the kingdom's future prosperity. After King Abdulaziz's passing in 1953, his son, King Saud, ascended to the throne. However, internal challenges and economic difficulties led to his abdication in 1964. King Faisal then took over, ushering in a period of reform and modernization that significantly shaped the nation's path forward. Saudi Arabia, like any nation, faces its share of challenges. Economic diversification, social reforms, and environmental sustainability are at the forefront. However, these challenges also present unique opportunities. By addressing these issues head-on, Saudi Arabia can pave the way for a more prosperous and inclusive future. It's a journey of transformation, filled with both obstacles and potential. Vision 2030 is Saudi Arabia's ambitious blueprint for the future. This bold plan aims to reduce the kingdom's dependence on oil, diversify its economy, and develop public service sectors such as health, education, infrastructure, recreation, and tourism. It's a comprehensive strategy designed to propel the nation forward, ensuring long-term growth and sustainability. Vision 2030 reflects a commitment to innovation and progress. Saudi Arabia plays a pivotal role on the global stage. As a leading oil producer, the kingdom has significant influence in the energy sector. Additionally, its strategic location makes it a key player in international trade and geopolitics. Saudi Arabia's leadership in regional and global affairs continues to shape the dynamics of the Middle East and beyond. The nation's impact is far-reaching and profound. As we look ahead, the future of Saudi Arabia is filled with promise. The kingdom's ongoing efforts to modernize and diversify are setting the stage for a new era of prosperity. With a young and dynamic population, a rich cultural heritage, and a strategic vision for the future, Saudi Arabia is poised to achieve remarkable progress. The journey ahead is one of hope, ambition, and endless possibilities.